Louise Post in just Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 3 days.
Oh, I love you when you're gone. You're told us at the bow.
Oh my goodness. That's my favorite, one of my favorite Veruca Salt videos, just because look at those crowds. You guys remember the days back when nobody had cell phones to hold up and record the whole thing? Looks like fun. Oh, look at Shapiro's already got a hole in the snare at this point. By the end, it's a big gaping. It looks like somebody just took a hatchet to a eye. Great performance. This is in 1995 Glastonbury Festival. There's Louise Post there. Same guitar I have. Gibson Les Paul Custom. I don't know what year hers is. Mine's in 1981. Anyway, Louise and I are matchy-matchy. The reason I am talking about Veruca Salt today is because I have a bucket list event coming up, which is going to see Louise Post in Chicago on Tuesday. She has a solo album that came out in 2023. She has been one of my heroes for a long time, so I am super excited, and I actually sprung for the first time in my life for a VIP package, which means I get to meet her and hang out for at least a few minutes. So that is something I am really looking forward to, and I am excited, and I wanted to take a minute to tour through some of these Veruca Salt songs and Louise Post songs that I really like. I want to get to the end of this. I could watch this video over and over, which I have, but I want to show you Shapiro's snare drum. There you go. That's how you know you're hitting it. That's right. You tell them. Rock and roll. Great song. That whole album, American Thighs, came out in 1994. Great record. One of my favorite things about Veruca Salt is the way their two voices are really similar, and I confess that I sometimes cannot tell them apart. I cannot tell who's kind of doing the lead and who's doing the harmony until I watch videos and see who is singing. But their voices blend together so well, and I feel like they can actually do really good impersonations of each other when they want to. So Louise will be performing, I know because I looked at some set lists. You know, she's going to do some of the Veruca Salt material, and I'm assuming it's probably ones where she had the vocal, kind of the center vocal part, or the featured vocal part, let's say, rather than Nina. But I don't know. Actually, let's look. This is not the best song to get a sense of the harmonies. Some 1995 concerts that have pretty good audio. Live on 120 Minutes. I don't know that I've seen that one. Oh, that's Seether. We just watched part of Seether. I remember that song came on the radio. I was living in Carbondale, Illinois, and we would get the St. Louis radio station, which St. Louis had a really good, at least I thought it was good, alternative radio station. Also introduced me to the Foo Fighters at the same time, but they would mockingly call that song the Sleether song. What's this one? This is a whole hour. Okay, here we go. What's she gonna sing? What's this one called? This is A Piece of You, I think. This is you get a good sense of kind of the sweetness of Louise's voice, and the melodies and the harmonies in Veruca Salt songs are absolutely gorgeous. They're beautiful. They have a way, like a way of phrasing things that just really appeals to me, and they're so distinctive. I feel like I can recognize a Veruca Salt song, like from the very first notes, from the vocal, from the melody, from the lyrics, everything. And they got a lot of pushback if you watch these interviews, because their success came so quote unquote quickly in Chicago, which is this town where everybody's supposed to be tough and you're supposed to tough it out. So I think I get the sense that there was resentment, but I tell you what, every ounce of success they had was deserved because they really, really had something. And I am thankful for every note of music that they have ever recorded.
Dizzy now. I'm just trying to live this life of mine. The more I look, the more I'm blind. And all I ask for is peace of mind. But all I want is a piece of you.
You'll see Nina join in.
I lost my way today. Back home from work, snow fell like dust. I felt like dirt. It happens every time I start to search for that long lost piece of you. Piece of you. Piece of
Don't know how to play this one.
piece of you. Piece of
That's what kills me. So simple. Just an E and A and an F sharp or F sharp minor or something in there. The ability to write melodies and harmonies, just turn something, it's the same chords we all know, into something that is beautiful. Same with, it's funny because the American Thighs, that line comes from the song You Shook Me All Night Long by AC/DC on their album Back in Black. Scott Ian from Anthrax, he did a great piece on Malcolm Young where he says, anybody else plays EDA, big fucking deal, but, Malcolm Young plays it and it's Back in Black. So,
To anyone else, if I did that, it would just be like, big fucking deal.
yeah.
E, like, who gives a shit, those three chords? But in his hands, that becomes Back in Black. And that's the magic of Malcolm Young.
Yeah, to me, that's the magic of anybody who can do things that the rest of us can't. In my hands, E, A, and F sharp, who gives a shit? Big fucking deal. But in their hands, it can be something amazing. So it's not what you know, it's how you use it, I guess. Let's see what else we've got here. Bizarre Fest, 1997. Look at that audience. It's like they nailed them into the mud. (1997). So for the VIP experience, I am told you can have 2 items signed. So for my 2, I am picking these 2. I got the big one and I got the small one. Gibson SG pick guards. I do not have a Gibson SG. However, 3 of my favorite guitar players slash musicians play them. One is Louise Post, obviously. There she has switched to the SG. Angus Young and Tony Iommi. So I hope to have one someday, and it is going to have a. I don't know whether I'm going to get. They make two styles, one with the big pick guard and one with the small. So someday I will find one that I fall in love with and want to purchase, and I will have a Louise Post signed pick guard that I can put on it if I want to. We'll try to figure out. I should learn it just in case. Just in case their guitar player breaks his finger and they need somebody. I think it was 97, Eight Arms to Hold You. Also, very good. Tons of good songs on there. In fact, I don't know a song that I don't like on either of those. Then they had a falling out, which was one of those things that I think is still somewhat unexplained or private or whatever. Louise Post went on to put out two more Veruca Salt albums with her as kind of the only original member, I think. There's some good stuff on those two. For me, they're not the same as the ones with Nina. I was really, really pleasantly surprised a couple of years ago to, because I'm a fan and I was a fan, but when you raise little kids, you lose track of other things happening in the world. So they put out an album in 2014 or 2015 called Ghost Notes. It's fantastic. I like every song on it. They quote unquote buried the hatchet and exhumed the axes, and Nina and Louise wrote together again. And I believe they got the original bass player and the original drummer to come back too, though I'm not sure about that. It has all of the same great ingredients as those first two albums, and the songwriting is fantastic. There's not a filler song on there. And there's a song called Empty Bottle, which is one of my favorites. And they will be playing at the Empty Bottle in Chicago, which is a very storied club from the alternative post-grunge, I guess, days. I don't know whether that song is about that place in particular, but it might be. Uh, Louise Post on Instagram. So she released this, which has some of her demos from, I'm not sure if it says the year. Yeah, so 1997, 1998. So I don't know whether these would be, so maybe these are demos that she was, materials that she was working on after Eight Arms to Hold You. But anyway, she released these, and I got one of the signed and numbered versions. And there's actually, I just ran across the other day, somebody posted a video of one of these songs. See if I can find it. EGA Movie.
Used to know her.
Good song, but not the one I was thinking of. The one I was thinking of had her kind of just standing there. Oh, okay, here we go. Hate the Way, live version 1997.
Nothing's everlasting. Nothing's safe until you die. Heaven waits. All the angels clapping. Watch the sparrow hit the sky. I hate the way you live without me. I hate the way you live without me. Hate the way you.
Well, I was like, oh, somebody posted that. Well, let's see who posted it. That was Louise Post who posted it. Let me move this over so you can see. So there, completely sanctioned. Rehearsal Space 1997. I feel like that the way she goes down into that Hate the Way chorus actually really reminds me of something on Sleepwalker.
If you say no, well, I don't think so. I say yes, yes, yes. I am a fierce little flower.
Maybe it's this one.
God, I know what it's like to wake up scared of the day ahead. God, I know what it's like to wanna stay in bed. And I'm sorry, I'm
that's
not
it.
a better example.
They're all good. I had the CD stuck in my car CD player. My car's old enough that it still has a CD player. Live 2024. See what things look like. Shutterbug. Oh, that's a good song too. Spider-Man's a good song. Born Entertainer. That was one of the ones from the Resolver album, which to me has a kind of very angry cast to it. Yeah. The woman playing bass over there, she's in the dark now, but let me see. I forget what her name is. Eva Gardner? No. So she, I believe, was in the Smashing Pumpkins for a while. Well, she's got her own Wikipedia page. American bass guitarist, 2006 album. Yeah, right there they have it V, but it's actually IV for fourth. And that's the one that I am least familiar with. I will definitely listen to that. I'm in my kind of ramp up to driving up to Chicago to see this concert. Anyway, looking forward to everything about this except for driving downtown and parking and paying for it. But other than that, it's going to be great.